100 men go to war, 80 are just targets, 9 do the majority of the fighting, 1's a warrior. Let's stop just showing up. Let's put the work in.
That's only 90.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
They done man wrong, where are they now? Nowhere to be seen.
Pump everybody up. That's fucking awesome. He thought of it.
Alex got his first solar deal.
Way to go, Alex.
Go to detail, and then you say how much he's gonna make. I'm serious. He told me, I was like, get the out of here. He's like, yeah.
I don't know how much it is. Looking at right now, if everything closes where it's at, he's probably going to be at around 4,000. People buy off of emotion. So if you could be the expert and you're truly there to help them, the inevitable ending to that story is a yes. You're the person that's going to be fixing their problems. You are different than everybody else. What sets us apart? What makes us excel? It's going to be learning these techniques. It's going to be continually doing them, repetitive in your actions, right? They are. They make you feel damn good. It's an underdog story. Everybody loves an underdog. The one thing they did, though, is at the end of it, they were champions. The champion part, the finish that made everybody cry, made everybody smile, that's sexy, that's awesome. But the work that they put in to get there wasn't sexy. That shit hurt. That was effort. That was will. That was determination to get there. Success is intentional and deliberate, and I mean that to my core. Nobody woke up and became successful by chance. They put in that work to get there when nobody's looking. The 5 a.m. videos they're watching, recording themselves, training, the persistence in their actions. You're going to set your goal. You're either going to fail or succeed at it. Once you get to process mastery, it's secondhand nature. It's muscle memory. You're going to achieve it over and over. You're going to do something so many times to where you can no longer get it wrong. You're not doing something to get it right. You're doing something where you cannot get it wrong. Then you're going to be successful. The work that you put in when you step into that ring, when you step into that arena, our arena is that table, our arena is that house. Yes, ours is a little bit different. We're actually helping people. We actually are learning something. We have a product, we have a service, we have a company that truly cares about the end goal, and the end goal is to help people. We can't do that if we aren't masters at our process. This is the one industry that if you fake it, you're gonna get found out real fast. It is what it is. You can't fake this. You either put the work in, and at the end of the day, you make that money, or you're going to be in that revolving door and you're going to get found out and you're going to get dropped almost immediately. You're making doctor money. I mean, you could make stupid money doing what we do and still have that life and financial balance. Everybody in this room right now is trying to gain 2 things, hopefully. That's financial freedom and then time freedom. How can we achieve those 2 things? Financial freedom's got to come first. Financial freedom isn't going to be given. Nothing in life is given. It's going to be earned through the hard work, through the dedication, through the system, the processes that we implement to get us there. If you put that work in, you will achieve that financial freedom. That's a guarantee. Matt's putting in that work, and again, I'll use him because right now he's at the top, so we'll give him props for it. He's figured out a way to get that consistency every single time to where he's not even doing rehashes. He put in almost 70K yesterday. How?
It was 77.
Okay, 77. Good job. And it wasn't rehashes. It wasn't anything different. Did you do anything special?
No, a customer called back from November, and she was ready to move forward.
Customer called you an hour after you left the house.
Yep, and said,
signed.
Matt, we're not going to go to the appointment tomorrow, or we're not going to take the appointment. I said, no, keep it. Just that way, it's your security blanket. I'm giving you a good deal. Like, no, just because you said that, we know you're giving us a good deal. I said, okay. And then one of my repeat customers. So it all just kind of came together.
Nice.
Yeah. The customer that called me back from November, she's like, hey, you gave me a price. It was really good. I should have jumped on it. Is there any way I can still get it? And I hemmed and hawed for a bit. And I was like, yeah, you know what? If you're comfortable doing a DocuSign, I'll still honor it. And she's like, I'm fine with that. So,
guys, when we get so dialed in that we truly put the effort into training, into the processes, into making it muscle memory, that we can't get it wrong. We are so damn good at what we do. It is so dialed into who we are that we can no longer get it wrong. You can start becoming that person you need to be and helping those individuals. That's the only way to achieve that. We're in a business to help people. You can't actually help somebody if you haven't put the work in yourself to earn that. That influence turns into a yes. If you can influence that person by your expertise, by your knowledge, by how clean you've just presented this, and it makes total sense because you are listening to what they're saying, you are fixing all of their problems, you are inevitably the person that they trust to get this project done the right way the first time, they're gonna say yes.
It's not a close. I don't close. I do everything on the front end.
Exactly.
You don't have to close if you did it right.
Don't have to close if you did it right. That is achieved through the work we put in when nobody's looking. That is how champions get recognized in the ring. That is how success becomes intentional and deliberate. You're not leaving it to chance. You're not fumbling your words. You're not expecting somebody to turn over their hard-earned money and trust you with their most important thing, which is their home. But you haven't achieved that. You haven't been granted that luxury because you haven't put the work in. You know, why would somebody do that? Why would somebody turn around and say, yeah, you know what? You seem decent at this. You kind of make sense. So let's just go ahead and sign over that $20K check. Wouldn't do it, right?
One thing you should do, I mean, we want to reach our goals, right? That's our main objective. But once you reach it, don't settle. Set it higher and higher and higher. Julie knows, I'll set a goal, and then once I achieve it, I'm like, well, I wanted to hit this. I wanted to hit this. I wanted to hit this. I want this percentage of closing. I want this percentage of closing.
And I also tell him he can do better.
The point is once you reach that goal, awesome, good. What's your next goal?
Raise
And
the
I'll
bar.
always raise the bar. Always. Yeah.
When you get to the point that you put in that effort, that you truly said, I put in these hours, I am so dialed in, I cannot get this wrong, I have the answer for everything, I am there to help, and there's still issues, then come talk to me and we'll fix that problem. Until then, earn that shit. Put the work in. Get to the best. If you're not the best, why should they sign with you? They shouldn't. I'd look for somebody else too.
You just got to get back to the basics. Me specifically, you can't, to Matt's point, skip any steps. Period. And if you skip them, you have to go back and do them. There's a reason why
There's no shortcut.
There's no shortcuts. There's a reason why they're in place.
All right.
And it's not for you to decide which ones are going to serve the customer, because you don't know. It could be the company story. It could be, the needs assessment. Nobody sat down and asked me why. Nobody sat down and asked me,
That brings up a great point. Listening.
Yeah.
You miss the hot buttons. You miss what they truly care about if you truly don't ask the question and you don't listen. You can't game the game. Like, there's no shortcut to success. It's work put in. That's what it is.
When you try and start like selling, that's
Yeah.
when you start losing your closing percentage goes down. When you try and start selling. That's it.
100 men go to war. 80 are just targets. 9 do the majority of the fighting. 1's a warrior. Let's stop just showing up. Let's put the work in.
That's only 90.
It was at this moment that he knew. He f***ed up.
No, it's not.
Don't ruin it, Dick.
Don't ruin it. Do the
That was
math.
beautiful. I almost cried. I was there. I was right there.
So, 100 men go to war. 10 shouldn't be there. 80 are just targets. 9 do the majority of the fighting. And 1's a warrior. Stop just showing up.
There you go.
Tyler.
Hey, good job, man. I'm surprised you did that.
You guys do it, man.
Man, top heart, but I stay on his team like a beat. Bro, I know it's long time no see, but I'm here whenever you need.